Hello and welcome back to the Cozy Alpine Christmas Stocking Cowl. This is a 4-part crochet along, and this is part 2 that you are watching today. My name is Erin. I am a crochet pattern designer. I like to use interesting stitches and crochet fun home decor items along with you in my crochet community. Today I'm showing you part 2 of the stocking crochet along. Part 2 we'll be working up is this body. Everything in red here we're going to be working up today. So part 2 is kind of a doozy, but it's just the same thing kind of over and over again, and it'll be so much fun. Today we are going to be using the Alpine stitch technique. It says the Alpine worked in the round. Now a lot of times when I've worked the Alpine stitch, I've worked it flat, and what you do is you work the Alpine stitch this way, and then on the way back you do like a row of single crochet stitches, and then you go back and do the Alpine stitch that way. When I work on the round, I'm just doing the Alpine stitch all the way around. So that is a double crochet, then a front post double crochet, then a double crochet, and a front post double crochet. This is US terms. So that's what the Alpine stitch is. Each of the double crochets will be worked on top of a front post double crochet, and then the front post double crochets will be worked around the double crochets from the rows previous. I will show you how to do that. Round 1 will be a little bit different. It's just double crochet all the way around. There'll be a funky part here when we get to the heel. We'll have to work some chain stitches, and that will just be a little bit different. And then work the Alpine stitch again all the way till we get to the top where we're going to work the cuff. I'll show you the first couple rounds of the Alpine stitch here, and then I'll let you work by yourselves, and then when we get to the heel, I'll pop back on and let you and teach you how to leave the space for the heel, and then we'll start and I'll show you how to do these next rows after that, and then I'll leave you by yourself in order to finish it up. So here's where I left you after part 1. We have our toe here. We've done 12 rounds using color A. Now for the second section to do the body, we are switching to color B. In here, I'm just using a darker color here. If you may remember, I'm using Wander acrylic yarn from Furls Crochet. My color A is this patina color, it's lighter, and then my color B is this meadow. This is 100% acrylic yarn from Furls Fiber Arts, and we're also using a size H 5mm hook, and I'm excited to start. Now this one in red and white, color A is the white. This is Vanna's Choice yarn from Line Brand. Color B is Cranberry, I believe it's called. So if that gives you any sort of inspiration on what you want your color B to be, I'm going to be using this meadow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started crocheting. We're going to be starting with round 13. Okay, let's grab a hold of our color B. I'm just going to drop the end to the back side, loop around, and pull that through here. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 2 to start out with round 13. Make sure our ends are secure. If you would like, you can tie these together just to make sure it's secure on the inside. So I've chained 2, and that's if your chains are a little bit loose, you may want to just go down like so. So I've done that chain just to give me a little bit of elevation, and now what I'm going to do is in every stitch, including that first stitch, we work a double crochet. I'm going to work double crochet in every stitch around. We're not doing any increases. we're just working 1 double crochet in every stitch around. In case you've forgotten, we are using US terms here, so a double crochet in US terms. And at the end of this row, we will have 48 double crochet stitches. Okay, here I am at the end of that first round of the second part. It's around 13. I just wanted to show you. I have 47 stitches, and the 48th stitch is right here. Okay, that first chain 2 did not count as a stitch, so you want to work the 48th stitch there, and at the end of round 13 we are going to slip stitch to join. And now here's where we're going to start the Alpine stitch. So exciting. I'm going to start by doing a chain 1, and then around that first stitch here, we're going to do a front post double crochet. Okay, so I yarned over, we go to the back, around in the front, and you grab that. So the post is in the front post. We do a double crochet. Work up your double crochet just as normal. And then in the next stitch, work a single crochet stitch. Nope, sorry. The next stitch, work a double crochet. Then in the next stitch, do a front post double crochet. Then a double over the next front post double, and we're going to do that all the way around. So in the end you will have half and half, 24 double crochets and 24 front post double crochets. Here we are at the end of round 14. I have done my last double crochet here. Now I'm going to do a slip stitch. See that first front post double crochet of the round. I'm going to slip stitch to join. Now round 15 will be very similar to round 14, except we're just going to reverse the stitches a bit. So chain 1 to start, and then in this very first stitch we'll do a double crochet, and then here in the next stitch, that's a double crochet, we're going to work a front post double, then double crochet to the top of that front post, then a front post double crochet around that double crochet. Okay, so double crochet, and then front post double crochet, double crochet, and ending with front post double crochet. Okay, and we just work that all the way around round 15. Round 15 ends with a front post double crochet, and then we slip stitch to that first stitch to join. Okay, now rounds 16 through 29 are all going to be just a repeat of rounds 14 and 15. So where we do a chain 1 in round 14 is that front post double crochet around that first stitch, and then a double crochet in the next stitch. And we work that up through rounds 29. And then round 30 we'll start the heel. Okay, so work that up, keep track of your rounds, and when we get to round 30, I will meet back up with you to talk about leaving that opening for the heel. Okay, I've just done the slip stitch at the end of round 29. So we're ready to start round 30. And 30 is where we leave the little gap for the heel. So round 30, we're going to start with a chain 1 like we have been. And in the first stitch, do a front post double crochet. And in the next stitch, we're going to do a regular double crochet. We're just going to keep on doing that, just like we've been doing. We're going to do it 9 times. Okay, we're going to do it 9 more times. Okay, so front post double crochet, front post double crochet, front post double crochet, double crochet. So really at the end of this, we're going to have 20 stitches. $18, $19, and okay, so 20. After those 20 stitches, we're going to chain 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, then we're going to skip 24 stitches down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm going to be left with 1, 2, 3, 4 at the end. Okay, so we skip 24 stitches, and then, let's see, around this stitch here, so the 24th stitch, that's that front post here. Here's just a regular double crochet. We're going to work a front post double crochet around that stitch. Okay, and then we're going to work a double crochet and a front post double crochet, and then finally a double crochet. So you know how the math works out is we did 20 stitches, then we did 24 chains, and we skipped 24, and we did 4 stitches at the end. So 24 plus 24 is 48. And we slip stitch that first stitch to join. Okay, and then what we're left with is this hole right here. You see that? So the next round, round 31, we're going to be working around and using the chain to work around it, and we'll leave this hole here for the heel, and we'll work that up for part 4 of this cowl. So for round 31, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work similarly to how we did it before, except in reverse. So in the first stitch, we do a double crochet, and then in the next stitch, we do a front post double crochet, and then we repeat that, right? So we'll have 20 stitches. A half of them are front post double crochet, the other half are just regular double crochet. And we started with the double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, so you work that up basically until we get to that chain 24 we just made. Okay, then a front post double crochet around that stitch. Now we have 24 chain ones, and okay, and we are going to work, I didn't get it twisted, but then we're going to work a double crochet in each of those chains. Okay, so there's the first chain here, work a double crochet. Okay, and then each of these 24 chains, we just work a double crochet. Okay, I want to make sure that we have 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we need one more. Yes, it's right here. 24. Okay, after you've done the double crochets, we're going to work the same like alpine stitch as before. So in the first stitch, I think it kind of got wrapped around here, but in that first stitch we do a double crochet, then a front post double crochet around that stitch, then a double crochet, and a front post double crochet. Then we slip stitch to join. Okay, and so that is how we leave a space for the heel. And now we're just going to be working basically for the rest here. We are going to be working just the alpine stitch similarly to how we've been doing it through round 44. And round 46 starts the cuff. Since it's a little bit different right here with our double crochets, I will walk you through this next round, round 32. And for that round, this first stitch, after we've done our chain one, we do a front post double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet, double crochet, we did a double crochet above that last front post, and now here at the heel, this starts with double crochet, double, 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 double all the way around. But for this round 32, we did a double. Now we're going to do a front post double crochet. And we're just going to continue with our pattern, even though it's at the heel and maybe it's going to freak you out a little bit. Don't be freaked out. Just continue doing our alpine stitch sequence all the way around. Okay, finishing up round 32, I just got to the end of my heel and you see that the stitches continue to line up because here's a double crochet. That's what I'm doing with my front post double crochet. Double, front post, and then finishing it off with a regular double. Round 33, slip stitch. Round 33, we start out with a double crochet in that first stitch. But other than that, it's just the same. We're just working the Alpine stitch in the round. So continue repeating those 2 rounds over and over again until you finish with round 45. So you're just repeating rounds 32 and 33, which are just very similar to rounds 14 and 15. You just repeat those again and again through round 45. I'll meet you at the end of round 45. That will be the end of our body, and that will be the end of our section today. I'll meet you at the end to show you what mine looks like and to just talk about what comes next. Okay, we are at the end of the second section. This is the end of round 45. We have our body finished. We've got our toe, we've got the lower part. Here's the hole for the heel and the top part of the stocking. I hope that you understood the instructions for the Cozy Alpine stitch pattern. I just love this texture. It is just so beautiful, and I think it's just warm and cozy for a Christmas stocking. Let me know if you have any questions about this section. Leave a comment below. I would really love to know what color you are making your stocking up in. In the last video, you told me the color of your toe. What color are you using for color B for the body? Did you do anything fun? Just let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to check the link down below to get the next section of the Cozy Alpine stocking. And subscribe to this channel. Press that little bell so you're notified whenever the next section is released, as well as any other yarn-related content that I come up with. And I will see you tomorrow for the next section. Bye-bye!